I can't take it. It's been so long. It's been so long since I talked to my booty. Anyways, so, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna take a more of a philosophical approach. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a video, Sam Sulek, specifically, the GOAT, bro, was talking about, you never really know what you had until you lost it. And, bro, that is 100% facts, bro. You specifically never know what you had until it's gone, bro. Like, for example, for me, I never really valued, like, my skin. I mean, sure, yeah, I have face acne and shit and all that, but I never really valued, like, how much, like, it just looked nice, the color, all that, and I never really took it too much in consideration. Now that, now I have scarring, well, hopefully it's a light fade, but hopefully, all things go well and I don't have to do anything, like, extra with it, because I genuinely want it back. And I wish that it could go back to the way that it was before, and the whole thing didn't really happen, even though I was kind of cool about the whole situation and not being upset about it, but all actually it did really upset me that I would have this scar or discoloration on my arm. And for the time being, now that I have to constantly wear bandages and all that, and constantly, put on different creams and stuff, and I can't really take showers easily as I want to, and I have to do this whole thing every time I take a shower, and I can't really do my hair because my arm, I can't really use it because I have to use my arm to detangle my hair in the shower, and I can't really get my arm wet. So it's very, very frustrating to know that just a week prior, I was just using my arm. I was actually complaining about my arms too. I was like, oh man, my arms are mad small. I need to get back in the gym. I need to take things seriously. And that's another thing. I can't work out anymore up until I get the okay, or my arm starts to look a lot better, to the point where I don't need to constantly, worry about, like, oh, my arm's not getting enough breathing air or something like that. Pretty soon, I'm gonna start going. Probably tomorrow, I'm gonna go back to the gym. Hopefully, I think my arm's starting to feel a lot better, and I don't really need to rely too much on, like, staying home and chilling. But that was one of the things that I also miss, not going able to relieve myself of, like, I guess, stresses and stuff with, like, barbells and cold steel, and all sounds cool and stuff. And one of the also things that I miss, well, I'm going to miss also, are my friends, my family, and all that, when it was easy when you're, like, all close and stuff, and now people are moving away, and now you moved away and all that, and it's a hard thing to adjust to, but eventually you do, and, eventually things get better, maybe, than they were before, but, it's a hard thing to adjust to at first. And when you were there, you always just kind of just, took it for granted. It was just this, like, regular thing. You didn't really give it too much thought because, why would you? It's the norm. But eventually the norm doesn't become so norm, and then it becomes something that you want to go back to, or something that used to be, or something that, it's just a fond memory. And you never really realized how precious it was until it was gone. And maybe it doesn't have to be, just constantly glazing it every day, rubbing up against it, and, trying to get bricked up by it or some shit. But just acknowledge it. Acknowledge people. Acknowledge the things you have. Acknowledge, I'm happy that, my leg still works low-key. I'm definitely glad about that. I'm super glad that my other arm didn't get burned too, nor did my face, because that would have been a freak accident, and I would have probably, overdosed on perks or some shit. I really don't know. But, like, just acknowledge what you have right now while you have it, because, never know in the ongoing future if you could possibly lose it, whether that be relationships or fucking limbs. Maybe you lose your fucking eye or some shit. All right, let's not jinx anything for me, but, or for you, obviously, but, like, just appreciate it low key. I try to do that. Sometimes I don't. I'm not the brightest person. I'm not the nicest person. I've never tried to be. Actually, no. I'd be lying if I said I didn't try to be. I always try to be a nice person. Always. There's never a single time where I don't try to be. But more times than not, I tend to be more of a bad person. I tend to be more of, like, an asshole. I tend to be a person that's deceptive, lies, and hurts people unintentionally. But I try. And I try to do right. And I'm kind of going off topic and just ranting about myself. But, like, bro, just go give your mom a hug or some shit, or your girl a hug or a text or something, or just your family, or just tell them something, bro. I don't know. Maybe kiss your arm a little bit. Maybe pray for me for my arm to get better. Low key, I hope I make a full recovery, bro, because I don't want to be walking around with, like, fucking one arm that's brighter than the other, or one arm that's darker than the other. It's gonna be terrible, bro. But, just do as you were doing before you saw, but, just keep in mind that not everything's gonna be around forever, so enjoy it while it's here. Maybe if you enjoyed it enough, you might find that it does stay around forever. Goodbye.